Okay, so today we are starting off with a glute exercise. So I've taken a Pilates ball and put it between my legs. You can take a roll-up towel, you can take a yoga block, basically something that you're going to squeeze. Then we're going to be basically going into a bridge with a Pilates ball squeeze. So what I want you to just focus on is when you're lying back on the floor, get that inhale, get that 360 breath. On the exhale, whilst it's easy to exhale and do a bridge at the same time usually, because we're doing a Pilates ball squeeze, I find that if I squeeze the Pilates ball with my adductors before I've engaged my pelvic floor, I struggle to engage my pelvic floor. So what I really want you to focus on is getting that inhale. And then on the exhale, I want you to start the exhale before you lift your hips up. Focus on getting that pelvic floor pull. And then as soon as you've got that, you can drive the hips up and really squeeze the Pilates ball as hard as you can, okay? This is just engaging our adductors with the movement and getting more pelvic sort of work going on, as our adductors attach up there, and they're generally pretty weak for most women. Then we're going into these heel slides. So these are really great for pelvic control, for spinal stability, and they are a good sort of beginner exercise. There's very low injury risk, and there's no pressure on your lower back, so it's great. So really here I just focus on inhaling as I slide the foot out, exhale as you slide the foot back. This would obviously be easier if you had like a towel on like a gliding floor. It would be much easier. I like to have my hands sort of on my hips and then also like on my pelvis a bit to just make sure that I'm keeping everything aligned. I inhale as I extend, exhale, really pelvic floor, lower core, hip bones together. And once again, I'm not really focusing on the belly button at this point because, as I said, I felt like most women just focus on pulling in from the belly button and as a result, not properly engaging that pelvic floor and that like sort of lower core. And then we're going to go into some bear walkouts. So here you're going to inhale, exhale, lift your knees up, step the feet back and forth, and then put back down, relax, okay? I like to put the knees down to relax in between each set because I feel like it lets me to reset and then really focus on getting that deep pelvic floor pull before coming up. So really focusing, as you can see on that inhale, I'm really breathing into my lats, really trying to get that 360 breath. And then on the exhale, I am pulling my pelvic floor before lifting the knees up, and then after I go coming up. This is allowing me to really keep my hips stable so that there's no hip shifts and that I'm not like putting all my weight on one side. And that is all for today.